Hey team, wanting to make a video because of the current political situation in Minnesota. I know I've taken a break from discussing politics, and it really is kind of just a every once in a while video for me, because a lot of that kind of happens on Facebook, and then I don't want it to translate. There's a it's I'm talking about it so much there. That's kind of the platform that I use for it, and it's very like interpersonal. And this is me just talking at the camera. So sometimes, sometimes I'll go political here, and I think that when it's like really, really important, and but it's also good to recognize that politics are happening, and but so is everything else too. And so, people still do need to work, and, chores, things like that. And so practical things do still happen. I'm feeling under the weather, and so I took it was super easy this morning. And so you can hear it in my voice, but that's, it's, my asthma kind of kicked my butt a little bit last night, and it's been a pretty consistent, annoyance. So I had a chest cold, and but but politics here in Minnesota, especially, have been very dynamic, and they have been concerning. It looks like we have had another ICE murder, and I know I had to tune out because there's been so much going on that it's just you can't absorb all of it. You can't watch all of it without just wanting to cry and scream. And who knows how much of it's real, how much of it is verifiable. And, there was a brief mention of paid agitators. And so, and with the mention of fake news also, what is going on for real, and how much of it is just like self-perpetuating. And like I agreed, we needed to de-escalate, and we've got like it looked like hundreds of thousands of people marching and standing up for this and protesting ICE, and coming together as Minnesotans. And of course, I didn't get the invite, and I'm sick, and but I've seen it on social media, and so it's a very tumultuous time right now, with everything that's going on, and it's not been pretty. It's been very energy sapping, I would say. It's especially since it just piles on top of itself, and nobody appears to be doing anything that is making any sort of difference whatsoever. Like the marching, like it's so moving, except nothing's changed. So, all these comments from our politicians. We need to get these people out. We're speaking with the White House. This is what's happening. We're pressing charges. We're suing. We need to get these people out. Nothing has changed. And another person died this morning. And so it's just, or if that's verifiable even. But so more politicians saying the same stuff over and over and over again, and it's not motivational, it's not doing anything. So it's just kind of showing how our system doesn't work. We have thousands of people out marching, and it's not making any difference whatsoever. If our government is representative, Trump needs to say something, and he needs to do something about it. If we've got how many people out, how many people have died, how many people, when they've got however many people from ICE in, more than, like triple of what, our police department. And then, I don't know if that math figures, and I apologize on that, but it's just, it's just kind of fear mongering, and it's piling up, and nothing seems to be changing. And so something needs to happen. Something has to give, and someone has to do something. It's because all the doing that we're doing is not doing anything. So what can we do when all the doing doesn't do? It's dumb. So, um, and I think that kind of is what I landed on like last weekend and the weekend before, and like I've been talking to all these people on social media, and it's still just the same news and the same news and the same news, and nothing's changing. And nothing is changing. How long are these people going to be here? How long is this going to be in the news? How long are, it's what's something's got to happen. What's going to happen? Are we just going to all like fade back into obscurity and just, quietly have ICE exit after a couple more months? What? Because this is, it's anticlimactic in a way that it's just like, but I mean, we needed to pull back, from the sheer amount of just that was happening, because all of the energy was put into it and it just ripped you up. It's just, you can't watch that. You can't internalize that, because that's just going to destroy you. And so it needed to de-escalate, and it kind of did, but now we've got however many thousands of people marching. So apparently, even though it's de-escalated to a certain extent, we've still got how many people are engaged, and how much is it doing? Because I want to hear what the governor has to say, because we had another murder today, and he says that he was on the phone with the White House. Well, what did the White House say? We need results. We need this registering on a federal level, because something isn't working if all of those people coming out isn't registering on the federal level. What's going on? Why doesn't it matter? So that is kind of politics today. Why doesn't it matter? And it self-perpetuates that, because if no changes are seen, people dismiss it. Life has to go on. That's the nature of life. You have to go on. You have to keep living your life and doing things, and so what is going to happen? What is going to happen is the question here. People want Trump impeached, and if this has been happening in other states too, why has it taken so long? Unless there's some sort of manipulation, because there are so many things about this that are illegal, and so I know Minnesota is suing the federal government, and I haven't heard anything since they said it, and I don't know what the results of that are going to be, but it's, what is it going to amount to? Because we need results, and I would like to see a pause on this, and like an actual sit-down conversation. And we've got the vice president, he came, and I saw one post about it, and then what is he saying? What is he doing? Where are we? Because I saw one post, and so it was like, maybe this is being addressed. Maybe it's not. Clearly it's not, if there was one post and that's it. So I'd like to see change. I'd like to see something actually happen. And I'd like to see doing actually do something. Because it's so easy to just go back into not doing, or, I mean, we can talk until the cows come home. But, there's a disconnect here. ICE, I feel like they're not well trained. It's been a shit show. There's been unethical behavior. It's fear-mongering, pure and simple. I do believe that a lot of it has to be fake news. It has to be. Otherwise, it would be so unethical, and it's so un-American beyond words. So, yeah, it's easy to get worked up, but me talking like this isn't going to make a difference either. I've been talking to people on social media all the time, and people are stinking marching. Thousands and thousands of people are marching, and it's still not making a difference. So what is going to happen? What are we going to do? That's it for now.